Hey guys, Sarah here with Blueside Adventure. Today I'm going to talk with you about the importance of a challenge and password before you open up your camper door in the middle of the night. All right, guys, so a few weeks ago we had our first altitude check in Colorado. So we brought out a bunch of our Blueside community, our campers, and we went and had a fantastic camping weekend out in Colorado. We tackled a 14er. It was just such an amazing weekend. And when we got to the campsite, though, as we were doing our first, evening walk after dinner, we all noticed that there was a bear lurking around the campsite. So we took pictures of it and, really talked afterwards about campsite protection for the bear, campsite hygiene to make sure that there's absolutely no food, no toiletries, nothing in our tents, and just to make sure that everything is away from where we are sleeping, locked in a vehicle. And that's pretty standard. One of the things I was surprised about this campsite is generally there are bear boxes. There were no bear boxes at this campsite, so we had basically nothing left that we could do besides secure all our food, toiletries, etc. inside our locked vehicles. So because of the bear and because he was known to be very active in the campsite, he had wrestled through a lot of campsite the night before, got into some food and all that kind of stuff. I told all of our campers that, especially if you're in a soft-sided tent, which most of them were, I was in my camper here, that in the middle of the night, if there's something that you need to get me for, the bear is going through the campsite, you feel unsafe, you need to run in here, anything, knock on my door, do not hesitate, and I will let you in the camper and we will make a plan and we'll discuss what, what's happening or what's going on. So about say 3:30, I think it was like 3:15, 3:30. I'm sleeping, of course. I have Bumble, my 90-pound Siberian Husky, in the camper with me. And I feel shaking on the camper. So like the camper's being shook and then I hear banging on the door. So I assume that it's one of the campers having an emergency. So I'm telling them, from inside, like, wait, let me open the door, I'm working on it. And because I had woke up just kind of startled and panicked from me being sleeping. And I open the door and it's the bear. Literally right where I am, like showing my hand in front of the door. So I fly open, like the door flies open because I'm expecting somebody to rush in because they're scared, having emergency, whatever. And I am face to face to this huge bear. And so I screamed or yelled a very not nice word. And then I ended up blocking because I didn't know the pure shock on the bear's face, and I'm sure I saw that I was in shock as well. I didn't know if he was coming after me or he was going to run away. Thankfully, he had more flight than fight in him, and he took off. But I can just still see this vision in my mind of this bear running away. And of course, Bumble was no help. He just kind of like put his head up afterwards. It was like, hey mom, like what's up? Like you're interrupting my sleep. so anyways, I shut the door so quickly and I was inside my camper like holding the door shut. I don't know why. It just was one of those things. Like I shut it and locked it. And then as a few moments went by, I started getting text messages from my fellow campers that I had woken up and, is everything okay? And then it was just kind of shocking to sit there and relive the bear encounter for the next few minutes. So it took about maybe 2 hours for me to like finally calm back down. It was like that time where I was like, I'm going to start getting up. There's no point in trying to go back to sleep. But about an hour later, the bear did come back through the area that I was camping. And the person that had the tent close to me heard the bear stomping. And so it was just kind of a wild encounter that I never expected to have. Kind of exciting, but I really hope that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So what I want to say to you is, if you tell your campers or you hear knocking at your door or you're expecting possibly somebody maybe knocking on your door at night, get a challenge and password set up so that you actually have verbal communication before you open your door to a bear. All right, so to commemorate my bear experience here, I got some decals that I'm going to put on the door here. So I've got the one here which covers the first bear paw, and it's so I'm going to have that there, and then you may be able to see this, but there's still some scraping and there was mud on the bottom. So I've got this one here. So I'll just go ahead and put those on the camper and commemorate the great bear encounter of 2024. All right, guys, so the moral of the story: do not open your door to a bear. Establish a good challenge and password, and make sure others know it. Thanks for watching.